Hello and welcome back to my channel, Little Wellness Corner. My name is Arlene and Little Wellness Corner is my blog. So I just thought I would have the same name everywhere else, so you can find me on Facebook and on Instagram at littlewellnesscorner.com. And so go ahead and check me out over there because I do a lot of Instagram stories about my behind the scenes like day with me and the kids and the life of my life basically. And then on Facebook. So go ahead and like my page on Facebook and then follow me on Instagram. So this week I'm going to actually be doing something a little bit different. Normally I like to do my meal prep videos because I find that genuinely helps people. A lot of my friends needed help with meal prepping, and for whatever reason it just kind of comes easy to me. I'm kind of an organizational type A kind of person, and so for me anything that comes with organizing just makes my life way easier. So I'm going to move away from that this week, and I'm actually going to blog about fasting. So I'm excited to embark on this 3-day intermittent fasting. I've been wanting to try it. I've just been scared. I've only been fasting up into about maybe 16 to 18 hours a day. I've been doing it for the past 2 months, and I don't do it so much for weight loss. I do it to control my hormones. I have PCOS, which is like basically I have an insulin sensitive like gene, I guess, in the sense, and then instead of it being a diabetic gene, it comes in the form of PCOS. So I don't like my hormones being out of whack. So I try to balance them the best that I can, and I do find that fasting has helped these past 2 months. So I've just been embarking on that, and I've been trying to eat ketogenic as much as I can and try not to veer off that too much. But for the most part, I do kind of stay in the ketogenic platform and also the paleo type of way of eating. So I just thought I would try the fasting and just see how I did for these last 2 months with just doing the 18-hour fasting or 16-hour fasting. And then I also go all the way to like 20 hours once a week. So every Friday I go to 20 hours of fasting, and then I'm basically, you know, back into my habit of eating like normal for the weekend, just because I don't want the kids always asking me like, why aren't you eating, mom, or anything like that. And so when I'm around the family, I try to keep my diet just to kind of mimic their normal way of eating, because I don't want to give them any crazy ideas. But so I asked my husband to join me, and I'm really excited that he's going to do this fasting with me because we're going to do the 3 days, and we are starting today. So today's Halloween. This is why I'm in my lovely Halloween gear, and I just kind of thought it was like a fun day to start because we're probably going to pick out some candy a little bit earlier, which is not so keto. But you know, it's Halloween, it's a holiday, we're parents, we have to trick or treat with the kids, so we deserve a treat too. So after that, we just also decided to go ahead and start once we, you know, take the kids out, come back home, and we're going to start our fast tonight, and then we're going to end on Friday. So today's Wednesday, we're going to end Friday at around dinner time because we always go out to eat for dinner with the family. So we're going to go ahead and just end our fast there and go enjoy some dinner with the family. You usually eat Chipotle or something like that. So my husband's going to do it with me because he basically has a lot of inflammation that he needs to fight within his body. He has arthritis in his back. He has some degeneration back there, and so I just feel like, you know, hey, why don't you just do this with me? I read a lot about it. I read that there's so much benefits for it when it comes to inflammation within the body. He also has a lot of gut issues, and I've just read that if you give your digestive system a break for, you know, during this fasting time, that can help repair a lot of muscles. I mean, there's just so many benefits when it comes to fasting, when it comes to cancer, as far as, you know, it being like a preventative measure for the future. So I just thought, you know what, why not? Why don't we try it? It's going to be a little hard because, I mean, I've gone at least most of the day without eating, but at the same time I do like to eat, so it'll be kind of interesting to see how this plays out with us. I'm glad that he's doing it with me because we can be like a little tag team. So I'm gonna go be vlogging about my experience for the next 3 days. So I'm glad that you guys can join me and watch this video, and I will definitely be very candid and let you know from a mom's perspective that has 3 kids and is married, and, you know, the day in the life of like a normal woman, and just wanting to share how it is living with this fasting and just doing this 3-day fasting. Like I said, I'm not doing it for weight loss purposes, but I think that if you do need to lose some weight and you're at a plateau, I do think that would help. I actually was at a plateau, you know, not too much of a plateau, but I wanted to see a little bit more lean gains, like lean muscle mass on me. So I also did see that in these past 2 months, that I can see like more definition and more toning. I didn't really change my caloric intake so much, but I did change my macros, and I also had you know, fasted or whatever. And so I definitely see that change in my body. And so yeah, so just stay tuned, and we'll see if I show you some footage from tonight. But if not, I'll definitely be talking to you and checking in tomorrow, letting you know how I feel throughout the day. And I'm just glad to be taking you along this journey with me, so stay tuned. Morning. So I just got back home from dropping off my daughter. It's about 8:15 right now. I've been awake since about 7 o'clock. And so I just did my school run, which I normally do every day, which is I just jump in my car, drop her off. And then I come home. Sometimes I have my coffee with me in the car, or I'll just drink it as soon as I get home. So what I'm gonna do is finish my coffee, which is right here. And I'm gonna go and head to the gym. I'm still fasted, so I've been fasting since last night at about 6:30. I ended my fast with a hearty meal and 2 Reese's Pieces because we were trick-or-treating last night. And so, yeah, we got home pretty late. I'm pretty tired. I'm actually really pooped, and like a good meal sounds really good right now, but I'm actually pretty hungry because we walked around a lot. But that's okay. I'm gonna chug on through, and just I think it's all mental, and so I'm just gonna get over the hump. And maybe once I drink my morning coffee, then I'll feel better. So what I'm gonna do is change into my gym clothes. I'm gonna do a light leg day for today, because normally I do heavy leg day. Today's Wednesday, and I usually do it every Wednesday. I do heavy weight and stuff. So today I'm just gonna do some light legs at the gym, and then just be powered by my coffee. So stay tuned as I check in later after I come home from the gym. I'll give you an update how I'm feeling, but right now I'm actually kind of hungry, and I'm hoping this coffee helps because I got a long way to go. So talk to you soon. See you in a bit. Bye. Why, hello. So I'm back in my kitchen. I did my workout earlier. Then my son actually had the day off today, which was pretty cool. So we went to the chiropractor, got him all adjusted, came back home, and now I'm making some bone broth. Planning to drink the bone broth I explained before, just because I'm gonna have it with dinner, and I just don't want the kids to feel like, why isn't mommy and daddy eating? Like, what's going on? And I don't want to give them like any funky ideas, at least not right now. So they're 2 little girls, and they're really young. My son's 16 years old, and so I just want to make it seem like it's healthy. And I just feel like we sit down and we eat dinner every single night together, and if me and my husband aren't sitting down eating with them, they're gonna feel weird and like, what's up with this? So I want to keep everything the same. So we're just gonna sit down and we'll just be sipping our bone broth while they'll be having dinner. And so I do have a bone broth recipe. I'll go ahead and link it below in the description box that I've shared before. So I have a blog post on it, and I also have a video tutorial on how I make my bone broth. But basically, this is what I use. I have my bone broth in here. I just cut up a bunch of veggies in there, and then I have herbs from my garden. So the veggies that I use are onion, celery, carrot, and then I use chicken feet and leftover chicken bones. And then over here, these are all of the things that I use to add to my bone broth. So I use some ginger, fresh ginger, some garlic, red boat fish sauce, turmeric, mushroom powder that I make at home, and then some pepper and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. So I'm throwing all that in there, and then I'm gonna set my Instapot on the manual, and then I'm gonna do it for 120 minutes, and then it'll be done. And I'll basically probably just do it again, just because I want to just suck out everything from it. So basically in 2 hours I'll have bone broth that's nice and great, but then I'm gonna just go ahead and cook it longer. And so basically in 4 hours I'll have some good bone broth that will make sure that I have some good collagen that has been taken out of the bones. And so pretty much we're going to be, you know, eating that for the rest of the week. And just an update on how I'm feeling. I'm actually feeling pretty good so far. I was getting a little bit tired, but then I drank a little bit of coffee, and then I kind of found like I didn't even finish half my coffee. I just think maybe I'll just do some green tea instead, because I don't want to be jittery. So I did my coffee right before my workout, and I did fine. I did great with it. I did a really light leg day, and then came back home and did some reading. kind of doing some business reading, so I did some of that. Just kind of been taking like a really chill day. So far I feel good, but like I said, I'm kind of used to fasting, so as of right now, it's probably been a little over maybe about, I don't know, 16, 18 hours I might be going into the 18-hour mark. So like I said, I fasted for 20 hours before, so this will be my first day of doing a full 24-hour fast. So like I said, so far I feel okay. I feel like this is just a normal day that I would normally have with my fasting, and I'm doing pretty good right now. So I'll check back with you later and let you know how I'm feeling, so stay tuned.